Come on and get your some. Come on and get your some.
Remember, whenever you meet a guy, the first thing that you want to make sure that's in check: finances, career, accomplishments. Very, very important. If you want to have a healthy relationship, it is very important that those three things are in check when you meet a guy. Because one thing, a man is a very unhappy man if his money is not right, if his career goals are not right, and if his accomplishments are not right. Remember, a man's ego is about what he has accomplished in life, how much money he has in the bank. So if he does not have those three items in check, I can almost assure you, you're going to get a very unhappy man, which is going to take all of his frustrations and emotions out on you, which is going to cause you to be very, very miserable. So with that being said, when you meet a guy, make sure finances, career, accomplishments are in check, because then you have a stable man. Because if you don't have those things in check, it's a wrap. You got a man, a miserable man. Okay? Remember that.
Let's rewind that back. Let's do a round two. All right, let's do it again.
Remember, whenever you meet a guy, the first thing that you want to make sure that's in check: finances, career, accomplishments. Very, very important. If you want to have a healthy relationship, it is very important that those three things are in check when you meet a guy. Because one thing, a man is a very unhappy man if his money is not right, if his career goals are not right, and if his accomplishments are not right. Remember, a man's ego is about what he has accomplished in life, how much money he has in the bank. So if he does not have those three items in check, I can almost assure you, you're going to get a very unhappy man, which is going to take all of his frustrations and emotions out on you, which is going to cause you to be very, very miserable. So with that being said, when you meet a guy, make sure finances, career, accomplishments are in check, because then you have a stable man. Because if you don't have those things in check, it's a wrap. You got a man, a miserable man. Okay? Remember that.
Well, I'll say this. She ain't lying. All right? I'll definitely say that. All right? She ain't lying. About the part about being very unhappy and a very miserable man. I guess it just depends on the man, because, everybody got goals and aspirations. Not everybody, but all men should have goals and aspirations, and we shouldn't even settle for the type of money that we're making now. So you might have a man out here making $25,000 a year, which is nothing, right? Everybody know that. $40,000 really ain't nothing either. It really ain't, even 50, you feel me? But you have some that are very complacent in what they're making because their career is in check and they feel like they are accomplished. Look, I'm gonna just say this. If I have a daughter, I have I'm talking to my sisters, I'm gonna make sure that I tell them that she's not lying. This is the proper game that every woman needs to know. Every little girl needs to know walking out the house or going out there, to converse and interact with the male, because those things are very important to a guy. It really is. Now, the whole thing about he's going to put his frustrations out on you, because I'm gonna tell you, she sound bitter a little bit. I can tell she done been through some things. She looks like a good woman. I don't know what type of woman she is. She looks like a good woman. She looks like she's very hands-on. I know a hands-on woman when I see one. This right here is a very hands-on woman. I can tell the way how she was owning that kitchen. You always can tell how a person is really hands-on, especially in that kitchen. She's a hands-on woman. So I can tell that she was put in a lot of situations where men were very insecure about where they were in life with their finances, their career, their accomplishment. And she got the brunt of all the BS of what that man carried. That is some BS, to be honest. I remember the movie Acrimony. I know y'all remember the movie Acrimony, where the guy, I wouldn't say he was miserable. He was somewhat miserable. Was he miserable? All I remember was that Taraji, she pretty much was his caretaker. And he had all these goals. He had this goal. He had one goal, and that's just become this thing. And he took her through that for I think 10 to 20 years. And when he finally got on, he pretty much left her. He pretty much left her and moved on to the new chick. Now, This is kind of similar. Because nobody should have to. It's one thing to help a person, but it's another when you actually lose yourself trying to make sure that that person gets over the hump. I think that's where everybody got to know when to hit the pause button, hit the eject button. Because on one end, you might be out here looking for a man that has everything that that has all these different perks, all these fulfillments, right in its life. But in the same token, that's not realistic, all right? So building is everything. Building is everything, and especially for the type of age group that you're dating. And I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies, don't shoot yourself in the foot running off a good man who you see with hella potential, all because you feel like he likes the finances, or he might like the career, or he might be liking the accomplishment. A lot of times, especially in a guy's 20s and maybe early 30s, they're still trying to find those things. All right, they're still trying to find those things and make sure that they have all their ducks in a row so they can provide and be secure in who they are. So I wouldn't say shoot yourself in the foot, but if you're at the point where you're losing yourself, because even men do it too. Men do it all the time. Out here doing God knows what, and going up through there trying to help a woman who can't really help herself, and you're sitting around for years and years and years, burning years of your life, and then it got you nowhere because the whole while through you just found out that person was lazy. Same thing with women. They go through the same exact thing. So we're gonna stay on topic of what she's saying. She's saying that, make sure before you go out there, make sure they have all of that. And I'm here to tell you that is true. But also don't run yourself away, and don't run off good folks, especially a bag or stability, all because someone doesn't have all those three things checked. Because we're all a living progress, okay? We're all a walk in progress, and we all ain't got to figure it out. If we all had it figured out, I think we'd know it. All right, so that's not realistic, okay? But this is a good game that she's given. I don't have an issue with it. Shout out to her. I'm gonna say City Girls and Country Girls up by 15 on that one, because that's a good game. It's better than going out there giving bad advice, like housewives and all that stuff. They don't teach anything. It's not tangible information. That's the only problem I have about all these unrealistic podcasts and reality shows and all that. I would not have a problem with if they had tangible information in there, but they don't. All they do is talk about how we can get a man, break up with a man, basketball wives, talking about how we can secure a man, and who cheated, who did that, and who had a foursome, a threesome, and who stole this money, and how much you owe me for child support. That's dumb. That's dumb. I'd rather listen to this all day on TV than to hear all the bull crap I see and what you see all day, all week, all month, all year floating around the internet. I'd rather hear this all day. So this doesn't bother me. If you're a dude and you bother and you twisted over this, something wrong with you. Because you should be striving to be better. You should be striving for stability of yourself and others, and to leave a legacy for your kids and kids, or whoever you want to leave it for. So it is what it is. I appreciate this. What are y'all thoughts about this? The end.